guys how to make some hard virtual beats for Playboy Carti. Yes, something similar to I See You Baby Boy. Cause guys, I can't even lie, this song lately has been growing on me. But this might low-key be one of my favorite beats I made in a minute. So trust me guys, this shit's hard. Trust me, trust me, trust me. Trust me, daddy. So the first thing I did was actually I made these chords right here. And as you can see, they're kind of cut up a bit. So I took inspiration from Good Credit and even like Control. And I don't know, I just cut up the chords. So this is what it sounds like. So yeah, and it gives it that, you know, like that geometry dash sound, you know. But for the chords, I used TFG Chords Basic Super Sauce 2 in Serum, and then this is in the Factual Guy bank. So shout out to the Factual Guy. And on the Mixer channel, all I did was I just took out some low end. Then I connected the chords and layered it with this ARP. See guys, that ARP sounds sexy. That sounds like some, I don't know, some magical shit. But the ARP is called The News and Expand. Guys, what do you guys think of the news lately? What do you guys think of the political and economical state of the world? On the Mixer channel, I just took out some low end, I put some reverb, I put an ozone imager on it. Then the next thing I did was I added these plucks right here. So, like I said, I was trying to make something like I See You Baby Boy. And in that song, the melody is very like plucky and weird sounding, I don't know. And after watching a shit ton of I See You Baby Boy remakes, guys, it honestly just looks like they just spammed the plucks everywhere. It looks like I did that too, but I didn't. Let me show you what I did. So basically what I did was I just took the chords, I copied them, right? And then I just pasted them onto the plucks. And then look, so after that, after you select all of them, you press Alt and then R. And then see, that's just gonna randomize them. So first you just want to pick the key. I'm in A sharp major. Population just, you know, makes it increase and decrease in notes, how many notes you want. The length, just how short and how long you want them. And then the variation, guys, I actually don't know what this shit does. It just kind of moves the notes, as you can see. Look, they're dancing. And then you can also play with the range too. So like if you want it to just go everywhere, guys, look, you could listen to this. Okay, that's hurting my ears, I can't even lie. But yeah, so you can play with the range, you can play with the variation, guys, and then you can even play with the C too. Like look, it just randomizes it. Look! So yeah, that's pretty much what I did. I just randomized the chords. So this is what it sounds like. Yeah, okay, listen, I know Loki, like the beginning sounded kind of hard, right? And then over here is like, that shit kind of sound ass, can't even lie. But with the beat, guys, with the beat, trust me, that shit sounds so hard. For the plucks, they're just called Home in Serum, and they're in this bank right here. And then on the Mixer channel, I just took out some low end and put a delay on it. And then after that, I layered the plucks with more plucks. So these are what these plucks sound like. And these plucks are called Attraction, and they are in this bank right here, the Kraken bank. And it's on the same Mixer channel, guys, so same shit. Then the next thing I added was this lead. Now I know what you're thinking. This MIDI looks exactly the same as the plucks. And you wouldn't be wrong, it is. But I put a halftime on this shit, guys. Just listen to how hard this shit sounds. Yo, you hear the halftime? The halftime just made that shit sound crazy. But this is actually called Empty in the Kraken Serum bank again. So this bank is really goated, guys. You should get this. And on the Mixer channel again, I just put a halftime. I put it to 1 bar. What does it sound like on? Let's change it. What does this sound like? You see, even that sounds hard to. Hold on. Let's just click a random one. I don't know this one. Okay, that's too much. Honestly, like sometimes, guys, it's good to experiment and just like put random shit. Cause like I didn't know it was gonna sound like that. I just put it on, and it just so happened that that shit sounded insane. But then I just put an EQ, took out some low end, and put some reverb on it. And then the final thing on the melody I added was these vocals, because I don't know, I just felt like the beat needed some like EDM-ish kind of vocals. So this is what it sounds like. And for the vocals, I got them from Pink Clouds in Vocode and Arcade. Guys, Arcade is goated. I use Arcade in almost every beat. And on the mixer channel, I just took out some low end, a bit of high end, put some reverb on it, put a sound good out, just a tiny bit, you know, just to make them a bit louder. Then I put an ozone imager on it, just to make them sound like water in your head. And that's it for the melody. So let me show you guys actually what the melody sounds like on its own. So this is like the chords and the ARP and all the plucky shit. This is what it sounds like. See, guys, that shit sounds hard. That shit sounds like, I don't know, it just sounds hard. And then the lead comes in. Listen to how crazy this lead sounds. See, guys, when it's all together, that shit sounds crazy, and I haven't even played the drums yet. And then the vocals come in just to give it like a bit of a switch up. I'm gonna play it like right here with all the plucks. And that's it for the melody, honestly. So moving on to the drums, the first thing I did was I added this clap right here. Then I added these hi-hats, and as you can see, I added like a lot of rolls. Just so, you know, they sound faster. And on the hi-hats, I put some reverb on it, and then a pan-o-matic, so they pan left and right. Guys, you love this! I'm like the only one that uses this plugin. I've never seen anybody use pan-o-matic. This is some sauce right here. Then I added this 808. And then throughout the song, the 808 switches to this sub bass right here. And that sub bass is called Dean Bass in Analog Labs. Then I added that weird like effect sound from Good Credit. Some open hats. Another open hat. And a crash. And that's it, guys. Now let me show you guys the beat. This beat is insane. Oh yeah, I also added like those snare rolls that are all over Carti's album. But listen to this drop. This is what it sounds like. And see, guys.
A few moments later.
Does that not sound insane? Like, I'm telling you, this beat is sick. And then the lead comes in, and then the open hats come in on the second half of the hook. Then during the beginning of the verse, I cut off the lead, and then I put the vocals. Actually, let me play it, my bad, let me play it like right here, just so you can hear the transition from the lead to the vocals. And like, guys, does this not sound insane? And then the plucks come in. And just everything hits. The lead, the vocals, the plucks, ARP, everything. And so again, I was going too crazy, so I had to add a bridge. I had to calm down, guys. See, sometimes when you're making a beat, you're going too crazy. You just gotta cut out the drums. You gotta give the listener some breathing room. And then yeah, this is a bridge. You guys heard how that shit dropped back into the hook? That shit was hard. And then honestly, I'm pretty sure I just copied the beat over. I think I just did this. And did I copy it over? Yeah, I pretty much did. Yeah, I just copied the beat over. And then you know, it just kind of ends here, and it doesn't even end. I don't know why. Lately, I haven't been fading out my beats. A lot of people just do this and then fade out the beat, but I don't know. I just like when the beat ends, so it just kind of ends like this. And yeah, that's the beat. Oh shit, what did I do? But yeah, that's the beat, guys. Let me know what you guys think of this beat. I think this shit is hard. But let me know your most underrated song on here. I was gonna say favorite song, but I ask that all the time. So what, not your favorite, well, if it is your favorite, then that's fine, but what songs do you think on this tape are underrated? Like, look, for example, like Evil Jordan, honestly, to me, I don't know why this is the biggest song on the album. It's a good song, but it's not the best song, but I think, you know, there's better songs than this. The underrated songs to me, I'd say, based off of streams, are Overly. Like, Overly doesn't even have 20k. That's kind of insane. I don't know why this doesn't have over 20k. Southside Atlanta Baby, it's just because it's at the end. And Opium Baby. So yeah, those are my underrated songs. Let me know which songs you guys think are underrated. And also, if you haven't watched my music breakdown, watch this video, because that shit is hard. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.